Hi everyone, Tori here today with a new process video. I am working on my XOXO mini album, a whole mini album of all the people that I really love. I'm creating a 2-page spread today, and today I'm writing my mom a little love letter. I've included a whole bunch of photos of my awesome, beautiful, precious mother, and some photos of her and I together, or photos of her and my dad, or her and my sister, or just photos that I think she looks beautiful in. And I am going to scrapbook this 2-page spread and also include like a little letter to her, telling her all the reasons that I really love her and all the reasons that I really care about her. So I'm using those photos. I'm also going to be using the Pink Paisley Take Me Away collection, and some other things from my stash, like the Quilted Hearts collection by TNT, and kind of just have a little bit of fun with it. Now, I did make this process video only 2 times the speed. Normally, I go 4 times the speed, but today I only went 2 times, and the reason that I did that is because I made this page so quickly that if I were to make this video 4 times the speed, it would only be like a 3.5, 4-minute video, which is really short, and I don't think I can talk fast enough. I mean, I talk really fast, and if you've watched my process videos for a while, you probably already know that, but I didn't want to talk so fast that I wasn't going to be able to get all of the information in that I really wanted to get in. So, yeah, it's only 2 times the speed. Hopefully that's okay. I really appreciate you guys, and I just wanted to say that. I am working really hard to fix my lighting and fix my studio space. Hopefully you guys will see changes coming up in the next while here, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I am spending the whole entire weekend doing voiceovers and editing process videos, so hopefully I'll be able to get back onto my 2 to 3 times a week schedule. I know the last few weeks have been kind of sporadic, and I'm super sorry about that. My hope is to kind of get back on the schedule of getting videos filmed, edited, and done voiceovers like in a row, versus what I was doing before, which was filming a quadrillion videos and then not doing the voiceovers, which meant that you didn't have videos. So I'm really sorry about that. I know that you guys always show me grace, and I really appreciate that. And I just need to learn how to show myself some grace too. So that's what I'm working on. If you didn't know it, my one little word for this year is grace, and I am trying to learn how to show myself grace and also understand what grace means. So part of me showing myself grace is holding myself to a high standard, but then if I don't match or don't meet that high standard, I am going to forgive myself, and it will be okay. It will. It will be fine. So, thank you everyone for all of your really kind comments and understanding. I really appreciate you, and I am so excited to make this page. Anyways, I was going through all of the papers that I had pulled out from a scrap explosion and from the Take Me Away collection, and was like, let's figure out which papers to use. I decided to use that pink one with white polka dots, and then I realized that I had all these empty squares in this design, and I thought, you know what would be really pretty if I used that epic, seriously epic, transparency from Pink Paisley and Paige Evans. And I was like, this has to happen. So I pulled that transparency out. I had used it at the front of this XOXO mini album, which if you haven't seen that page yet, you should go check it out. I'll leave a link for the playlist below. So I decided to cut a whole bunch of 2x2 squares and to use them on this page. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put all of those really super cute 2x2 transparencies that I had cut out in those squares, and I'm actually going to mat some of the photos with them too, I think, just because it's so pretty and I really wanted to use it. I did have one black and white photo. I'm not sure why I decided to print one black and white photo, but I did. And it just didn't feel like it fit on the side with all the 2x2 photos. Or they're slightly smaller than 2x2. They're kind of like 1.5 by 1.5. So instead, I moved that over to the left-hand side where I had that 4x4 journaling card from a Scrap Explosion or TNT, and it's like a little quilted heart. It looks so pretty. So after I had laid out those 4 transparencies, I thought, what am I going to do behind all the rest of these photos? So I went back to my pile of supplies and thought, let's see if there's anything else that I can use. I thought about using this green and bluish, green and mint, I don't know colors, pattern paper behind the photos, and I'm going to play around with that. I don't really like the way that it looks. I think it looked too busy, so I do away with that. And instead, I decided to go to the Old Faithful, some white cardstock, just because I love white, and I think it looks so pretty and classy, and I wanted this page all about my mom to look really classy, because she's classy. So I took that white cardstock that I had out and just started making 2x2 squares with it, and just using my little Fiskars trimmer here. So, oh, by the way, I wanted to say that I have a Fiskars trimmer. People sometimes ask me what it is. It's Fiskars. I think I'm planning on replacing it because it's kind of driving me crazy because the blade keeps coming out and stuff. But that's okay. That's a story for another day, maybe. If I do replace it, I don't know. I've used Fiskars for like the whole entire time I've had this channel, which is like a year and a half, and I do like it, but sometimes the blade falls out or isn't sharp anymore and you have to keep replacing it, or that metal string that's in there breaks. I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions for trimmers, can you leave them below? Because I am looking for like a really awesome trimmer that's like small enough for my space but also really good at cutting. That's what I want. So if you could help me figure out what that is, I would really, really appreciate it. Okay, so I decided to add a little white 2x2 square behind all those photos, not just the photos, but also behind the transparency pieces. I kind of felt like it helped it to stand out a little bit more. And then I had this like 1-inch strip of that transparency left, and I thought, oh, it feels like such a waste to like throw this out or not use it, but I don't really see how I would use this on another layout. And then I thought, hey, maybe I can stick this transparency on the left-hand side underneath that photo to just kind of create like a layering piece. And I really like how it looked on that photo at the top where it's a photo of my mom and I. So I decided to add a piece of that on both sides of the photo. Okay, so this layout is almost done, but I actually ended up skipping the last bit of it, so I'm really, really sorry. The last bit of the video is going to cut off. I'll come back with photos. Hope you guys enjoyed this layout. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out toribissell.com for more close-up photos. Okay, that was really fast. Love you. Bye!